At Bishop Challoner, History A-Level is about nurturing independent learning whilst also forging knowledgeable and inquisitive citizens. As a department, we want you to leave us having an excellent understanding of the social, political and economic successes and challenges of both Britain in the past and the wider world. That is what our A-Level is based around. In our lessons, we encourage debate and for students to exercise their voices in history lessons. So why study history at A-Level? History at A-Level allows you to have a deeper understanding of the world around you. The world today is shaped by the past. So if you have an inquisitive mind and you find yourself asking lots of questions such as, why are Labour and Conservative the main political parties in Britain? Why is Britain a multicultural country? Why did Britain want Brexit? Why did Hillary Clinton win the popular vote but lose the presidential election? Why has race been such a controversial topic in America? If you ask questions like these, then history is the A-Level subject for you. As a historian, you will develop lots and lots of skills, such as literacy skills and writing essays. History is a very essay-heavy subject, so you'll develop constructing a coherent essay, as well as producing a well-supported argument. You will learn to become more articulate, both in your written responses and verbal responses in lessons. You will notice that you will begin to question sources of information even in today's world, including political speeches, the press and social media. You will become more used to using books and websites to research information, and you'll learn how to condense lots of information you read into key points and arguments. Finally, you will also develop skills in using evidence and information in order to answer a question. History A-Level gives you the skills that you can apply to almost any field of career, and that's the beauty of this subject. Lots of students do this subject alongside English literature, religious studies, economics, law and sociology, and many have gone on to pursue careers in areas such as law, journalism, business, teaching and politics. So what will you study if you come to Bishop Challoner Catholic College? We follow the AQA specification. There are 2 papers and 1 piece of coursework, and you can see on the screen the covers of the textbooks that you are provided with when you come to Bishop Challoner Catholic College. So, paper 1 is called The Making of a Superpower, and it covers America from 1865 to 1975. You're examined through a written examination that's 2 hours and 30 minutes long at the end of year 13. And you can see there are some key questions that you will ask as you go through this course, such as how far did the positions of African Americans change after the Civil War? Why was there what has been nicknamed a Gilded Age in America? What were some of the consequences of Western expansion? What role did America have in the First World War, and why was America an economic power by 1920? In year 13, you will think about how society changed with the coming of eras like the Jazz Age and the Prohibition era. You will ask questions such as why the Ku Klux Klan were on the rise, why there was a Wall Street crash, how far the federal government were in control of the states, how the Cold War developed, and what was America's role as a superpower by 1975. Paper 2 covers the making of modern Britain from 1951 to 2007, and again is a 2 hour 30-minute written examination at the end of year 13. For this topic, you will ask questions such as, what were the consequences of World War II for Britain? Why did the Labour Party win in 1945? Why were there 13 years of Conservative dominance, and were they 13 wasted years? Why did Harold Macmillan claim that Brits had never had it so good? How did political sleaze affect the establishment? How do people feel about the emergence of the teenager? And in year 13, you will look at who Margaret Thatcher was, how she changed Britain, why she resigned in 1990, Britain's relationship with Northern Ireland and how effectively the British government dealt with the Troubles, why New Labour won in 1997, and how Tony Blair's international policies affected the Labour Party. You will also have a non-examined component, which is just a fancy way of saying coursework. This is completed in year 13 and it's one essay, 4,500 words. You are given a choice of 5 topics that you research and compile an essay on. So you've got choices such as looking at the medieval monarchs between 1999 and 1307, whether the British government was the main factor in the development of Irish nationalism, how far the collapse of Tsardom was a result of international conflict, whether rebellions in the Tudor period were a result of economic problems, and how far the European witch craze was a consequence of the European Reformation. So hopefully you can see that at Bishop Challoner Catholic College we cover a huge range of topics at History A-level that are very interesting. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to email me at r.watson@bishopchalloner.beham.sch.uk.